5 reasons your business is not fundable, and I'm gonna show you how to fix it right now. Are you one of those people that think you need a business plan along a full 5-page website before your business becomes real? I'm gonna tell you the truth. You don't need all of that fancy stuff. The reason that you are not fundable, like can nobody find you, is because you are not sitting on a solid foundation. And I'm gonna show you how to do that in the next few minutes. My name is Angie. I'm your favorite journaling mentor. And over the last 15 years of being in business, I have not only witnessed for myself, but for other businesses, how showing up, looking like a full business online, because nobody wants to get their money to somebody that they don't trust. Like most of the time, we're not even meeting these people in person, but being able to show up, being able to have a solid foundation, and being able to know that my foundation was set. I had a bank account, I had an EIN, I had an LLC, all these little things that might cost a little bit of money, but you get to reap the rewards in a big way when you set a solid business foundation. So, as we get ready to dive deep into these 5 points or these 5 areas, I want you to take pen and paper and write down the 5 things and narrowing down one thing that you can fix today. So let's jump in. First reason is everything's mismatched. The name is different from the website, from the EIN, from the registration. Everything is one name that you thought of, and then the third name you thought of, and you kind of just put everything out there, right? NCIS codes are wrong. They don't match the entity that you're building. Your website is different from your email address, it's different from your website domain. Everything is just different. And it looks very mismatched when we pull all the information together. Now, what I want you to do, take a look, take a full inventory of everything that you have online right now. And does it align? And if it does not, I want you to do this one thing today. Take the one name that is not trademarked. You're going to do a quick Google search on the trademark listing and see if the name is already trademarked. And then you're going to proceed to change everything to the one name. That's it. Take your time. It's not a rush job, but it's a very important foundational job. It's to make sure that you look like a full cohesive business online. And that is making sure, one, everything is aligned. Reason number 2 is your money is messy. They say, Angie, what do you mean my money is messy? You got a Cash App, you got a PayPal. You might have even started and got a Stripe account, but they're in your personal name and not in the business name. So that's what I mean when I say your money is messy. You got a check, a deposit, a card swipe for an item or a service, and it went into your personal account. And that's a big no-no when you're getting ready to turn your paperwork into your tax accountant. They're looking at you, like the memes where the chick is pulling her hair out. That's how they feel on the inside, and they're just not telling you. So, in order for you to show up, you have to begin to separate your money because that's the one way that your life, your accountant life, and everybody involved in the money trail, it begins to become a cohesive story about you. And a personal story about that is I remember I didn't start messy, right? I started with hiring a CPA and she did all my paperwork and she set the business up. I just learned how to do it from hiring somebody else. And so I remember one year, I didn't make a lot of money that year. And some of the things were kind of like Cash App and just, it wasn't dealing with real estate or anything. It was just some personal, like book stuff, right? And I had just told people to send it to my Cash App. Wrong move. By the time the end of the year had came, I had made more transactions than I thought. So I had to go in and fix all of that stuff before I handed it to her. And it's kind of like annoying. It's backtracking. It's kind of like putting the water back in the faucet. Impossible to do. And so to prevent that, the next year, I just took everything with my Stripe account. I made the little website, did all that, even if it was just a pay link, because it was better than me having to go back and spend hours and days of trying to rearrange stuff, right? So I want to tell you the one way to fix that is start clean now. Like today, commit to I am going to move all of my personal money into my personal account and my business money and my business account. Just commit to that today and take it one day at a time. Reason number 3, you don't have a digital footprint. Nobody knows who you are. When I say nobody knows who you are, when they look at your Facebook, it reads this. When they look at your Instagram, it reads this. And your website has no information about you at all on it. They can't call you. You have no way for them to email you on your professional email, not gmail.com, but businessname.com. And people feel like you're getting ready to scam them. Like they don't know who you are. There's no history. You have history. Even if you're 19, 20, and you're just starting a business, people want to know who you are because it kind of takes the fear out of, oh my gosh, who am I giving my hard-earned money to? Are they gonna not deliver on what they're giving me or what they're saying they're giving me? So it's just kind of a way to kind of X-nay those silent voices before they get loud. So one tip is today, way you can fix this is build, even if it has to be a free website, a free domain website. I think it's bit.ly.com. Big, it's another one. It's another free website that you can use. There's a few. I'll come back and list some when this video goes up. But the thing is you can do the domain and you can have it where they can contact you. Even if it's a home business, you can put the state location or even the city location. But people just need to know, can they contact you if they need a refund? Can they contact you if they need more information? Are you a credible resource? So that's the one tip. Make the one-page website, even if you have to put it on a free hosting, but keep the domain. All right. The fourth reason, and if you've never heard anybody talk about this before, it's facts. It's factual. It's a real thing. And your business, if you start one tomorrow, if you've had the same one for 10 years, if you got 3, you're starting, whatever the case is, right? Your business holds its own credit. Like it literally has a money trail attached to it. And so you can intentionally grow it, which is a little different. You can grow this on purpose very fast, way different from our personal credit. It doesn't take months and years to build it and get history and all of this. Our business credit is meant to get us into the next playing field of business really fast if we pay attention to it. So the reason is because you don't have any. You've never set up a vendor's account so that they can report the credit. You've never applied for a business credit card because you didn't know it was even available, and they did not have to pull from your personal account. You just assume that it's attached to me. I'm in business. It's relying on my business. Nope. They're separate. They're two different entities. You're one and your business is one. That's how you have an opportunity. You can only be one you, but you can have multiple businesses because they all hold their own weight. So, how we're going to fix that problem today is we are going to commit to signing up for one vendor account. One vendor account. And you say, well, what's a vendor account? A vendor account can be a Quill, Quill, a Nex, I think it's NEX. There's like a few of them. In this comeback of this video, I'll make sure that I drop at least two brands that you can come back to and apply for a vendor's account because it matters. You can start building business credit in 30 days. I think some do 15 days, but you can start very fast just by making a purchase in your business name. It can build business credit. Reason number 5 is you are not operating like a real CEO yet. And when I say real, I mean you are the chief executive officer of your life. and your business. So the one way that you're not showing up is you are working in your business every day of the week, right? As soon as you get off your regular job, you come in and working, you sewing, you making a product, you're writing a book, or you're coming back to it, right? But you're not working on it. You're not looking at the bigger picture. What is your 5-year plan? What is your 3-year plan? Do I want to sell this business in 5 years? What does that look like for you? And so as you're growing, as you're putting in intentional time, as you're setting the foundation, I want you to implement a minimum of 2 hours a week to work on your business and not just in it. True story. I have been in all types of businesses, right? One of my main businesses that probably brought us in probably under about a half a million in the trajectory of the business was not real estate. Real estate was definitely half, but it was construction. So my construction company, I remember working so hard in the business, right? I was working with my husband and we didn't have to do any advertising. We didn't do any like Google ads or anything. But what happened was sometimes in the gap, we would miss when one client was closing and we needed another one to take his place. And so you're scrambling, right? Trying to do follow-up calls and doing everything else because you were too busy working to actually work on the business. And the system will kind of like play itself out where I should have made a follow-up call. I should have made another post. I should have actually did these things, on a weekly basis. But once the job was done, we had to go like look for another job if we didn't get a referral. So I want to remind you, don't play catch up with your own business. Don't look for people to just refer you items or refer you people. Take it into consideration that you have to work on your business just as much as you're working in it. So don't leave client gaps and waiting for people to send you clients. Go get your own clients. That's what working on your business looks like. So, a summary of everything that we've talked about is setting a foundation, being able to be visible, and not just operating in your business, but making sure that you're operating on it as well. So, if you need help with any of this, make sure you come join our free group. You get a 7-question assessment to discover, are you ready to set a solid foundation? So jump in. The link is in the description and it's in the bio. So jump in and tell us, are you ready to become a real CEO? All right. Love ya. See you later.